Welcome to the 2015-16 NCAA instructional video. I am J.D. Collins, and I am the National Coordinator of Men's Basketball Officiating. It's my pleasure to serve the game of basketball and work with the officiating community. During this instructional video, we will look at how the new rules will impact how the game is officiated this and in future seasons. We will also review plays in response to the directive given by the NCAA Men's Basketball Rules Committee to reduce physicality in our game. At the end of the day, it is all of the stakeholders' desire to have the same play officiated the same way, no matter what conference or geographic region the game is located. The highest level of collegiate basketball leadership is committed to the enforcement of the directive to reduce physical play in order to create freedom of movement. The Rules Committee was very active this offseason. They made a total of 30+ rule changes. Most of the rule changes were made to increase the pace of play and decrease the number of stoppages in the game. We will not cover every rule change in this segment, but would like to highlight several changes that impact the game.
This is a very difficult play to officiate. At times, it's extremely hard to tell what is a normal basketball shooting motion and what is an intentional act by the shooter to kick his legs out. On this play, 24 White shoots a three-point try and then sticks his right leg out to draw a foul. 2 Red, in defending the play, is clearly not going to make contact with a legal shooter, as you'll see on the overhead camera angle on this play. During the 2015-2016 season, this play should be a no call, or if severe enough, an offensive foul. During the 2014-2015 season, this play was correctly adjudicated. This included excellent communication from the trail official informing the lead official that the ball had been released before contact and that the basket should count. However, during the 2015-2016 season, this basket will not count. The new rule states that the offense will no longer be permitted to score on any charging foul.
As is often the case, key plays during the NCAA tournament enhance the visibility of an issue. This season, an official may go to the monitor to review the release of a try at the expiration of the shot clock at any point during the game. The officials must kill the play immediately to go to the monitor.
The following play obviously drew a lot of attention during the 2015 national semifinal game. Because there was 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game, as opposed to 2 minutes or less, the officials were unable to go to the monitor to get this play right. During the 2015-2016 season, officials will be able to go to the monitor at any time during the game on any shot clock release play, given that the ball goes in and the play is reasonably close. This transition play is very well officiated. The player control foul is correct. The center official posts and holds his signal, and the lead official posts a foul and then signals a player control foul. Last season, this was not an arc play. This year, with the advent of the 4-foot arc, this same defensive setup will result in an arc play blocking foul.
This season, both the offense and defensive players are entitled to their own vertical space. Verticality is defined by the use of a cylinder of space as defined in the rulebook. One of the key factors in verticality plays is the offensive player must be allowed enough space to make a normal basketball play. The defender may not invade the vertical space of an offensive player and make illegal contact when the offensive player is attempting to make a normal basketball play.
Red 15 sets up in the post while white 1 defends him from behind. As you'll see, red 15 has vertical space during a normal basketball play, and white 1 violates his own vertical space as well as that of red 15. This is a defensive foul on white 1. Well done by the lead official adjudicating this play.
Unfortunately, a player faking a foul has entered into the game. If the officials are at the monitor to review a flagrant foul, this season they will be able to review whether a player has faked a foul. If it is determined that a player faked a foul, a 2-shot Class A technical foul will be assessed. This season, a defensive player may use an armbar on an offensive player who has his back to the basket in the post area. Here are some guidelines for the use of the armbar.
1. A post player is now defined as an offensive player with his back to the basket and located in the post area, which includes the lane, plus 3 feet outside the lane from the baseline to the free throw line extended. It's worth noting that the 3-foot area also coincides with the tick marks located 3 feet outside the lane on the baseline. 2. Defensive players may use an arm bar in the post area on an offensive player who has his back to the basket with or without the ball. 3. An arm bar may be used to hold defensive position, but may not be extended or used to dislodge opponents. The use of 2 arm bars or an arm bar and an arm or hand is a foul. 4. Remember, displacement of an opponent by the offense or the defense is a foul. The first foul should be called.
This year, once the 10-second count begins for the offensive team to cross the division line, the 10-second count shall be reset on all stoppages of the game clock, except when the defense causes the ball to go out of bounds, the offense retains possession after a held ball, or there is a technical foul assessed to the offensive team. If an offensive team requests and is granted a timeout, the 10-second count will be reset. As a reminder, this season coaches can only call timeout during dead balls. This will require knowing when the ball is live and when the ball is dead. It is worth noting that the ball is dead after a score when the ball clears the net and until the ball is at the disposal of the thrower in. Over the course of the last several years, the NCAA Men's Basketball Rules Committee has received a consistent plea that officials should enforce the rules as written in order to reduce the level of physical play and create freedom of movement. The most important action taken with regard to physical play was to commence an officiating initiative which is intended to bring officiating enforcement of the rules closer to the intent of the rulebook. From an officiating perspective, there are 6 key areas where this directive impacts a shift in philosophy regarding fouls. While this will cause some initial pain, calling the rules written in the rulebook will allow more freedom of movement and a more free-flowing game. We must strictly enforce Rule 10.1.4 this season. Let's look at some plays.
The defender on this play invades the vertical cylinder of the offensive player, bodies up, and makes contact with a reach. The trail official correctly calls this a foul. At times, the fans and media will not like the number of fouls being called, but we must stay the course and call the rules as written in the rulebook.
Our game has developed into wrestling matches in the post. Officials are instructed to call the first foul, be diligent with the whistle, and no matter how unpopular, continue calling fouls as the rule book dictates. This will be good for the game.
2 white displaces 4 red. This is a great call by the lead official. As we'll see with all these post plays, defensive or offensive displacement that goes uncalled leads to more physical play and less freedom of movement. 12 white backs down 44 red and displaces him. In addition, 12 white wards off 44 red and illegally contacts him. It's imperative that we address offensive displacement in order to clean up the post and create freedom of movement. Well done by the lead official. The lead does a good job here of rotating to ball side and rotating back as he anticipates the ensuing post play. White 13 backs 2 green down and clears space with a swim stroke. Well done by the lead official.
Holding, chucking, pushing, bumping, and otherwise impeding cutters without the ball is a foul. Officials are instructed to call fouls whether the act seems insignificant or not. Oftentimes, these acts are used to throw off the timing of an offensive set.
24 red holds 5 white as he cuts for the ball. This is a foul. The lead official needs to address this play.
The act of screening is intended to allow a player to screen an opponent while being stationary. This season, officials are instructed to make sure all screens are stationary.
24 white sets an illegal screen. He was not stationary and uses his forearms to guide the defensive player. The trail official correctly whistles this as a team control illegal screen. In this play, 23 white sets an illegal back screen. In addition, the screener was not stationary. The trail official is in great position and correctly assesses a team control illegal screen foul.
For a variety of reasons over the past several years, there has been a significant increase in offense-initiated contact on drives to the basket. Because of this increase, there also has been an increase of defensive fouls being called against legal defenders. During the 2015-2016 season, officials are instructed to determine if the defender is legal, and if so, do not reward offense-initiated contact. When the defender is legal, it should be a no call, or, if egregious enough, a player control foul.
This play is different from the last. The defender is in legal guarding position as the offensive player initiates contact to his right. This is not a no call. This is a player control foul.
A consistent approach by officials nationwide will only enhance the value of each and every official. Let's work together to have the right official make the right call at the right time. Thank you for your time, interest, and attention to this instructional video. If we all work together and stay diligent, this will be a great season.